Will the Nigerian government, with the police, give Mohbad justice? Would they give Mohbad justice? Yes, they have exhumed his body for an autopsy. But listen to this very video and then judge for yourself if actually Mohbad will get justice at the end. I fear Nigerian government. I fear our security body. Why? The level of injustice in the country is so high. Like I've said before, if you have money, you have justice. If you don't have the money, forget about it. Except God in heaven wants to use this boy to bring justice, to bring sanity.
Harassing, I'm not talking about harassment of Tibamuel everywhere with pankere, with cutlass and all of that. But where did the Nigerian police come in? I'll tell you. He was advised to write a petition to the police. Then he wrote the petition to the police telling them exactly what he's been going through and why they are after his life. So the police, you know what the police did? Somebody who told them that he's scared for his life and he know what these guys can do. The day that the police said they are inviting these guys, Naira Marley and the rest of them, they are inviting them over based on his petition. The police also invited him to come and face them and say it to their face. In Nigeria, that act of unprofessionalism, he stayed away. He didn't show up at the police station. Okay? Now, when this Naira Marley and co, when they met with the police, which they are actually friends, there are pictures, there are videos that later show that indeed, that guy had, he stood no chance. He had no chance against these guys. No way. It doesn't really matter except if not that he didn't scream or he didn't call for help, but it was more or less like they were just more. Put it that way. They were just more. So he didn't show up. The people he petitioned, Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and the rest of them that showed up. After discussing for a few minutes, you know what happened next? The Nigeria police, they now wrote an invite, inviting him to show up, or he will be arrested by the police. Guess who they issued an arrest warrant on? Mohbad. The person that wrote that his life was in danger was the one that the Nigeria police issued an arrest warrant on. That if he failed to show up, he's going to be arrested for defamation and blah, 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 blah. So they threatened him and he just bolted. If you continue to see anything about Naira Marley, if you continue to see anything about Kiniko, no investigation, no nothing. All the beatings, everything. He said, oh, you owe me money. But he said, you are beating. He said, don't answer him, Joe. He's a useless boy. We pick him from the gutters. We pick him, his father. They just want to destroy my name. And in order to be ahead of him, you know what they did? They asked the police to arrest him because he's a drug dealer. He's a drug user. Most of the time he's on drug. They told the police that. And without any investigation, without no nothing, right? The police said he's a danger. So if you continue to say anything about Larry and all of them, he will be arrested. It didn't take long, Baba. NDLEA busted them. Mind you, from what we have later found out, it wasn't just him, right? When the NDLEA came, it was the main target. but there were other member of their label, record label, who were also present when the NDLEA came. Now, when the NDLEA came and they were like picking them, somehow maybe they mistook Zeno. There's one of them called Zeno, mistook for this Mohbad. Whatever, Sha. He found himself, this same Mohbad, found himself fighting the police for the way they are rough handling his colleague. And he didn't know that he's probably set up. He didn't know until they got to the NDLEA office. When they got to the NDLEA office, NDLEA said they suspect them to be using drug, all of them, and selling drug. So they are going to do drug test for them so that they will know if they are using drug or not. And you know what happened? He said they handed him a liquid substance in a water bottle, or in a bottled water, empty bottled water. A liquid substance, and they gave it to him to drink it. They want to know if he's using drug or not. And he was the only person among everybody that the NDLEA raided. And he's the only person who is trying to leave their record label. He's the only person that they have been trying to bully back into their midst. And he kept on going and going. He's the only person they handed that water. And they told him to drink it. After he drank the water, they said all of them could go. There is a video where he said he's not been himself after that. Despite those pains, living through those pains off and on, the system in Nigeria, like, is failing a lot of us, and it has failed a lot of people who are no more today. And they are still going to fail a lot of people, a lot of you, that will kind of make you realize that, no, I mean, this is not right. You can't run a country like this. The system failed him, and the system became accomplice in killing him. That is where all of you should focus on now, right now. NDLEA gave him something. At least he said that on video, on camera, before he gave up. I'll show that. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, that one. I have a new come. Any man with drug go. Making mommy. Only any bottle at Aloha. Okay. I mean, you come on. Because then that's a little moon. One you come. One light alone. One alone. So that you read me. Me, no power. Go for focus. I love you. I don't want them. On one pay a new. Pay me by you. If I know she go now. If you don't love a mother. Don't love a mother. Take me go look by Jam. Save Zino in the video yet. I was Zino just snitching. Was the left? Oh, I didn't give him my bully. He pay. Give me my bully. Only she wanted so one tweet. He pay. Zino listen too. That everybody will be in trouble. Nobody. Zino listen. Oh yeah. So give me a way for making the mobile
So they said he's high. Oh, he's high on drug. It's because he's high on drug. You know, he's always using drug. If he's always forgetting, and you know, that young man, I'm not saying that he's using drug or he's not using drug, yo. He happened to be a young man who happened to be a furniture maker. There's a video of his where he said, you cannot be using money. I mean, he could not be using the money he's making from furniture to make music and not put effort in making sure the music is very, very sweet. That's the way he put it. He said, I have to also make some furniture and work very hard. And the money I made from there is what I spend on making my music, and I have to put energy into it. I have to put all my best into it.